but it makes you feel like you don't want to do anything. Or it makes me feel like I don't want to do anything. I mean, how does it make you all feel? It's the 18th of December today. It's 56 degrees here in my area today, and I'm going to go out and try to get a little ride in my favorite area, the wildlife refuge. But I want to talk a little bit today about the struggles of riding with disabilities, particularly and specifically arthritis in the wintertime, and what it does to me and how it makes me feel. And I just want to bring you all along and chat with you a little bit about it. Maybe get some insight and advice from other people that suffer with similar things, and see how you all handle it and what you do, and see if I'm just unique in the way I think or the way I feel. And I'm just looking for some feedback as I go along today. I don't know how far I'm going to ride today. I don't know what we're going to do, but I'm going to get out here and ride. I'm going to stretch a little bit and try to keep myself in shape as best I can. Come on, let's go. Man, it's really nice out here today. Even at 56, it's still pretty nice, but the dampness is pretty bad. The majority of my arthritis is in my feet, ankles, elbows, shoulders, and I have it in my back too. A few other places. All from injuries. Most of it's sustained during my career. Most of the injuries. I've got bone spurs in my ankles, on my feet. I need to have surgery to have at least one of them removed pretty soon. The doctor keeps pressing me on it. And I've got a hiatal hernia injury that needs to be fixed again. But cold weather and arthritis, for me, it's just a lot of pain. The dampness especially. It just feels like pressure to go with the pain, like a, I don't know, like an oppressive feeling with the dampness. It's not nice. I have it in my wrists as well, and my knee. I've had some injuries to my left knee, but it makes you feel like you don't want to do anything, or it makes me feel like I don't want to do anything. I mean, how does it make you all feel? And the medications that you have to take for the pain, I don't know. I think they're just counterproductive. They have a lot of side effects. The best thing I've found is CBD. That's the best thing I've found so far for the pain. It's expensive for good quality CBD, but I find that helps more than just about anything. And the chiropractor really helps with my neck and back. Most of those injuries are from car wrecks. What do you think? What do you use? What do you do to get through this and to stay active? I just wait until we have a decent day and I get out and I try to ride. This little wintertime loop that I do is about 5 miles, give or take. Just depends upon how much I do, how much I go over or under it. But the whole point is to keep active, just to keep my joints, for lack of a better term, I guess, supple. To keep my muscles acclimated to riding. I don't want to lose the muscle mass I've built up in the advancements that I've made in the warm weather, you know, to the roughly 3.5 months we have of cold weather. So I keep doing this. I'm not doing long day rides or rail trail adventures with camping in the cold weather, so I opt out for shorter rides. You gotta do what works, and that's what works for me. Time for the uphill. I like to throw a few hills in to keep myself acclimated to that too. Coming up this side is a gentler uphill than the other side, which is kind of straight up almost. So I opt to come this way as much as I can. I've had a cold and sinus infection going on about 3 weeks. It doesn't help. For every uphill, there's a downhill. This is the steeper side. I came up that the other day and had to take a break. This cold has kicked my butt. I don't know if you can see through the trees, but there's a really good picture of the valley, river valley. Another thing of great importance to mention when cycling in the winter is also you need to keep hydrated, just like you do in the summertime. I've already drank one of these. I've only been about 4 miles. I was a little bit thirsty before I left, but you drink just as much in the wintertime as you do in the summertime on your ride. You still get hot, you still sweat, but you have to keep hydrated. And I always bring my trusty Starbucks bottle with extra fluid in it when I go on my short rides. I bring it along on my long rides too. Some days I get up and I feel like I just don't have any energy. You know, especially mostly in the wintertime. I just feel like I'm dragging all day long. I feel, I don't know, stopped up. Just an oppressive feeling in the cold weather. I mean, not to mention the normal aches and pains of being 60 years old, but I just feel that way, and I'm wondering if, am I the only one that feels that way, or, you know, does everybody else feel that way too? People that are getting on up a little bit in age, people with disabilities. Do y'all ever feel that way? Also, I have high blood pressure, and I do take medication for that. I'll tell you, folks, I just don't think medication's the answer to this stuff. I mean, I'm looking at a lot of natural remedies. I'm looking at beetroot. Right now, I've been taking that. I'm also looking at, aged garlic. That's supposed to be really good, but a lot of this medicine that we take for pain and blood pressure, I don't have cholesterol problems. My cholesterol is really, my bad cholesterol is really low. I think it's like 100. But, and I don't drink any alcohol anymore. That's really bad for you. That's just empty calories. Not to mention the other effects it has on you, but I mean, I'm just not convinced that what we eat and drink are not the problem. You know, the preservatives, the hormones, the other things that are in our food, I don't know, but I just feel like it has something to do with it. I could be wrong. Does anybody else ever just feel kind of blah when they wake up in the morning, especially in the wintertime? Summertime, I'm usually okay because I don't have as much pain, but the wintertime really kills me. Just wondering what you all do. You know, how it affects you. What are your answers? What do you try? Give me some suggestions. I'm going to try to take it real easy and walk down this bank a little bit. The lake is all iced over from the snow we had last few days. It's gone now. Supposed to get some more maybe by the weekend, but that's subject to change, as we all know. But if you can see across, you can look straight through the trees into more farmland across from the lake. You never see that in the spring, summer, and fall. Beyond that field is the river. That field through the trees. Of course, the lake bends around sharply to the right and goes back for quite a bit. The holly trees are beautiful. There's my trusty Trek Verve. I'm going to do a video soon on the modifications that I've done to the bike. Also about my initial thoughts about it and things I feel that need to be changed that I've changed, and some of the things I think are pretty good. All right. This is the pier side of the lake. The lake kind of makes a horseshoe. That's the dam. One of the other things I like to do is at night before I go to bed, probably about an hour before I go to bed, I'll drink some Sinus Soother nighttime green tea with honey, cinnamon. Sometimes I'll put a banana peel in it for the potassium, which I don't know if it works or not. I'll put lemon, whatever I can think of that I think might help, but believe it or not, it does help. It helps calm me down and make me feel better, even if it's just for mental purposes, but it helps me sleep. Just an idea. What do you all do? I can't be the only one out here that's riding with disabilities, trying to better myself and keep my mobility up. I mean, we've all sustained injuries in our life, some more than others, and we all have our little ailments, young and old. What type of bikes do you ride? I'm really curious about that. Thanks for coming along. I asked some pointed questions and gave some information today in the video. If you feel inclined to answer, please do down in the comments. Please like and subscribe. Give me the incentive to get out here and keep doing this. Like I said, I can't be the only one out here riding with disabilities that's getting a little up in age. Please let me know what you think. Have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year if I don't get any more videos up before then. I appreciate everything and look forward to the 2026 riding season.